Well, Blake, I, for one, am scared of the Montreal Canadiens. They have so much grit. They're going to be real hoarse when it comes to the playoffs. They're so big and tough.
That's my reaction to the
Yeah,
Canadiens.
that's a good reaction. My actual reaction is the Montreal Canadiens are a bad team whose best players all got hurt, so now they're a much worse team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Avs are a better team. That was pretty much that game. The Montreal scored 2 goals off of complete nonsense,
Mm-hmm.
and
The other two were bad goaltending.
yeah.
Or yeah, they were bad goaltending. Yeah.
Well, the third one, I was like, there was like 10 guys in the way of him in the shot, and then it got tipped.
Nuh-uh. Did it get tipped?
It got tipped.
I
Yeah,
thought they gave it to Weidman.
it looked pretty much like it got tipped. And like I don't know, Georgiev was
No,
not happy though.
they gave it to Wylonen.
I
Definitely not
mean,
his name, but I tried.
kind of from the jump, this was a domination.
No, wasn't close.
Yeah, I mean, O'Connor scored that was kind of that ended up being Lehkonen's goal.
Off his finger that he broke.
Yeah, so cool.
Big. It's a large price to pay, man, for
Yeah, it's
filling my Arturri Lehkonen first goal scorer.
yeah, and in an 8-4 game,
Yeah,
it didn't even look like he deflected it that much. That puck probably would have gone in anyways.
maybe.
Um,
I
even
bet
if
10 cents and won $1.80.
wow,
So that was
big
cool.
money,
Yeah,
big old money bags over here.
yeah, dude.
But before I do have cake. I got chocolate cake. I don't know.
Delicious.
Game is pretty sweet. Chocolate cake's pretty sweet. So I'm gonna eat chocolate cake carefully with my precious white jersey on. This was a very dominant game. I kind of jumped the gun on talking about the goals. This is going to be a short podcast. There's just not much to talk about. The Avs just
Yeah,
kicked the shit out of a bad team.
and a lot of concussion symptoms.
Well, Blakers and feelings were good. I
That's why
have
I got the
chemistry homework to
glasses.
do.
That's why I got the glasses on.
Yeah.
eyes are having a rough day. A lot of light sensitivity today. That was the name. That was the name of the game today.
He's not just a cool guy. He's also got a headache.
Yeah.
So, it was good to see the Avs kind of feed off of that. I mean, they talked about it like nonstop on the broadcast. Feed off of that dominant last half of the game against Arizona, and just take it to a team that, I mean, they needed to beat them. They didn't necessarily need to do this, but it was cool that they did.
I kind of feel like they did need to do it though, in a way, just because Georgiev did not play well. Like if they didn't go up 4-0 to start the game and it was just over with a snap of your fingers, I just feel like it might have been a little sketchy.
Maybe. I mean,
just with how he was playing, man. 4 goals on 19 shots. It's really bad.
Yeah, I think, sometimes it's a day. We commend goalies. This was one of those days. You commend goalies all the time for staying locked in when they don't get when they don't face a lot of shots. I don't. I mean, look. He gave up like 2 goals. One of them was like a nice shot on a screen. They're not awful goals that I'm gonna be like, this is ridiculous about. Especially when you consider the fourth one shouldn't have happened,
right?
Because Caden Gooley's a bitch.
That's like suspension worthy, dude. You can't cross-check people in the face. Like,
yeah, I don't know what got up Caden Gooley's ass today, but he was being an absolute little shit.
I just thought
it's because Bowen Byram absolutely walked him. That's what it was. There you go.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. I just thought, I mean, I didn't think he dove on that tripping earlier, and like Nate got really mad at him, which is really funny. And
Yeah,
Nate was really funny tonight. A lot of
it was
little
interesting.
Nate fits.
Usually when he's having those fits, he's just like against that. I remember that Arizona game where he threw his helmet at Connor Garland. He wasn't playing good. Like,
Yeah, he played good today though.
yeah, but he was playing really good today. He scored
Mhm.
this was it before he scored his really good goal. I mean, I don't know. This game had weird vibes. I mean, this feels like those games you play against these Eastern Conference teams, where it's just weird. Like you don't know what to
Mhm.
expect. It's just weird vibes.
A lot of mad because bad vibes from Montreal.
Yeah, and I mean, this game started at 4:00 again for me after I went to that one,
Mhm.
in there. So it's just I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Everything about this game is kind of weird. And I mean, you look at Montreal's first two goals, and they're absolute just. It's crazy how the Avs somehow won this game 8-4, yet they got the lesser of the luck, I would say. Maybe.
Mhm.
Probably, yeah. Dude,
Mhm.
it's
I
funny.
mean,
I'm
Jake
looking.
Allen played really bad too. That was part of it.
Well, right.
They did get 5 expected goals, which is
It's a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah.
I mean, and I'm looking at natural stat trick right now, at the 5v5 chart. There's 5 goals right in front of the crease.
Yeah.
Right there. It's just an absolute mess. So it's like the Avs just kind of got to areas. And I mean, I don't think Jake Allen was spectacular, but his defense was doing him literally zero favors. They couldn't they couldn't tie up a single stick. Bowen Byram just torched by him. Matt Nieto torched him. Nathan
Good pass
MacKinnon
by Lars on the
torched
Nieto
him.
goal.
That was a really nice
Wow.
pass. I thought Lars Eller had a point as an ab before this. I think what it was, I think someone he was close to it. I remember someone Peter Bod tweeted something out he was close to it, but it was a post or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But it was good for him to get his first. You and me, I think, agree that he's been playing pretty well lately. It's nice to have one of those bigger a bigger guy that forechecks really hard on your bottom six, because obviously you have Nuke up there, and when Landy gets back, he's a bigger guy. But these guys are little guys, and they forecheck hard, and they're usually pretty good at it. But I don't know. It's good to have a little bit more size, because that's what everybody wants is some grit.
Yeah.
Grit's the name of the game.
The Canadiens sure do have that.
Oh, they got so much grit, dude. Michael Pizzetta.
Josh Anderson. Wow.
Josh Anderson just screams grit. That's why
So
everybody's
much grit.
willing to trade for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or did he sign with them, or did he get traded to them so they could take his contract?
They traded for him and then he signed with them, I think.
Oh, okay.
Don't quote me on it. I'm 72% sure.
Let us see.
Didn't get to see Arbor guy tonight. That was sad. He had shoulder surgery.
Yeah, dude. A lot of if this was if instead of these randos scored, and it was maybe Cole Caulfield and good players, it might have been a bit of a more fun game. But instead, you got a bunch of these I don't know. Just felt
Yeah, dude. Just a lot of guys where I'm just who?
Yeah, just all right, guy. How you doing?
Uh-huh.
Having fun? You having fun with your little call up going on here?
Mm-hmm. Just a lot. Yeah, just random player. And none of them are good. Bunch of ECHL players.
Yeah. It's true.
The Canadiens are so bad. The whole game, I'm just sitting there like, these dudes are so bad. Their only good defenseman is Mike Matheson.
Yeah.
Caden Gooley sucks.
He got thrown out of the game. Or there was some confusion on the broadcast. I don't know if it was Matheson or Weidman that got thrown out of the game at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean,
I don't even know if Caden Gooley will be good someday. He just doesn't look very good.
There was nothing about Caden Gooley today that screamed good.
Like, Justin Barron's better than Caden Gooley. Easily for me. And Justin Barron's hurt again. Poor guy. He's playing really well for them before he got hurt.
Did he get hurt last year too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Canadiens have had 3 major shoulder surgeries this year.
Right. It's Jacki Slavkovsky and
Gooley had one at the start of the year. And he's like just getting back in. And then Caulfield. And then
Caulfield had it. Okay.
Jacki. Yeah, Caulfield had it. And don't quote me on it, but I think Justin Barron's got a shoulder issue as well right now. But I don't know.
I can look it up.
I feel like I heard that somewhere. I just don't remember.
It's an ankle injury.
Oh, okay.
So. All right. Well, I mean, this game was domination. What is that?
Ball.
A ball. Oh, okay. The ice made it look like it was like lemonade or something.
It's water. Yeah, dude. I'm drinking straight iced vodka. That's
he's been playing us this whole time. It wasn't a concussion. It was a hangover.
It's a constant hangover. Yeah.
Just doesn't stop drinking. So just yeah. So I mean, this game was interesting because the Avs scored 3 quick goals, and then they really stepped back for a second, and then they got
just for a sec. Yeah.
Yeah, and Lecky scored, and my favorite moment of the game was when there was like I've never heard such a loud ovation for an away goal. It brought a tear to my eye. Let's talk about the 2 really dope goals really quick. Bowen Byram is pretty disgusting.
Mm-hmm. I love this little play they do. So, I mean, it works super good against bad teams. Against good teams, most of the time, Bo's probably just going to get it deep there around for the guys changing on the other side. But, yeah, it's just a really nice reload to keep stress on the other team while they're changing, so they can't get all their guys off. You could tell, like, Gooley was starting to head to the bench, like, I'm finally going to get off. And then, nope. The Avs defensemen are just attacking you. So really nice pass by Girard, right on the tape off the wall. And Beau just absolutely blows by Caden Gooley.
Yeah, he suns that
too.
man.
Yeah. I almost said a naughty word.
Caden Gooley wanted to take the puck from Beau, and he was like, "Child." Please.
I just love that little move. Nate does it too, where he just throws the stick back.
It's just like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I remember, because you mentioned that Nate one. I remember there was one, I think it was against the Panthers, where a guy was like hooking him. Nate literally grabbed the stick, threw it away, and scored. And the one guy was like complaining about it.
Yeah, it was Aaron Ekblad. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was complaining.
Don't hug him with your stick, bro.
Yeah, just be happy to get called for a hook.
Yeah.
Like, damn, dude. That goal was sick, and then Lars Eller makes this beautiful feed to Matt Nieto, who just
and then a nice little move.
He makes a really nice move around the one guy, and then Jake Allen is just like, here, I would just drop.
Jake Allen bought stock in the fact that Matt Nieto was shooting that puck right away.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I'm watching the replay. I'm like, but why? Why would you do that?
He was absolutely convinced that Matt Nieto was shooting.
It's like I'm playing NHL goalie and I accidentally pressed the down on the right stick instead of over to the side. I'm like,
yeah, he just went straight into the dirty birdie, and it was just he was convinced.
It was so just
was it that good of a move, or are you just terrible at goalie, my man?
This reminds me of that goal that Darren Helm had last year against the Sharks,
mm-hmm.
where I don't even remember
the only team he can score on.
Hey, he scores on the Red Wings too.
Yeah, he does, and I guess the Lightning.
Well, and the Blues, obviously.
Oh, ended their entire franchise. Yeah. Fun.
But yeah, it's just the goalie just completely just face plants, and all the player has to do is just shoot it into the 3.5 feet of the net that are wide open.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. It was still really cool.
Nice goal.
And then Lehkonen gets his first second goal.
Good stick, Lecky.
That was in fact, kind of a good stick. That one went off his hand.
Good stick, Lecky.
It counts though. And then you're feeling good. Then the Canadiens get nonsense power play. It was this. Did they score on that power play? Was that on the power play?
Pitlick caught an edge, smoked his head into the boards.
And
he got up and looked so concussed. It was not even funny. I mean,
they called Devontae's for boarding.
For playing defense. Yeah. Didn't touch him. He just fell.
And I don't know. It was the back official that called it too, even though there's one staring right at it, and I'm like,
yeah.
What you doing?
It gets the Canadiens into the game, and it's like, I think them being almost in the game made it so that they were dirty, because when it's like that Sharks game the other day where it's just an absolute shit kicking from top to bottom, you just don't see the shenanigans too often.
The only frustration you see in that game is from Erik Karlsson at the refs.
Right, but he didn't do anything dirty.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The only thing he has the energy or willingness to do is be mad at the refs, because they're not going to fight him or anything,
or his teammates or something.
Right.
But not the other team. I mean, so, but yeah, really bad call. Kind of got the Canadiens into it a little bit, I guess. Josh Anderson scored. Good for him, I guess.
Josh Anderson scored after everybody on the ice got hit by that puck.
Yeah. Just really shows his grit there,
Super grit. I always forget how big Josh Anderson is, though. That's just a random thing. He's big.
Yeah, but then Mikko stood next to him, and it was all right.
Yeah. And then the Avs, that you get that late goal, and you're always especially when you saw the Avs kind of turtle it back a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, the Canadiens are just so bad that the second period, the first 5 minutes of the second period were.
And then the Avs first line just turned it into the Harlem Globetrotters.
Where it was just 6-1. All of a sudden, and it was over.
Dude, that was a beautiful passing play that Mikko just taps home, and then a really nice pass, and then another nice passing play.
A little pass
from Blecky and
Girard to Mikko.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the one from the Lecky one to Nuke, and then Nuke to JT. At first I thought he missed the shot, but it looked like it was a pass.
No, it was a pass from Val. Yeah, it was a really nice pass.
It was really nice. Mm-hmm. And then obviously the Canes get another power play at the end of the period and score on it.
Yep.
Another just unfortunate.
Just okay.
It's all right. I guess God wants you to be at least a participant in this game.
Okay, puck was gonna go in no matter what. We get it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't even remember what that penalty was for. Oh, that was the trip. That's right.
That MacKinnon got mad about.
He got mad, and then Caden Gooley got mad, and then Jack Johnson got mad.
Caden Gooley punched MacKinnon in the face, and I thought they were gonna give him a little extra and even it up, but nope.
I think it was because Jack Johnson was like, "You don't do that."
Yeah, Jack Johnson came over and was like,
"Don't touch my son.
Don't touch my son, Nathan. That's my son, Nathan."
It's his son, Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, this game was weird. It's a weird game. And And then the Avs, then it kind of felt like, all right, both teams were done. They're just like, we're gonna phone this one in, and then Nathan MacKinnon sunned their team, and I think the Canadiens got mad about that. They were like, we had an agreement.
Mad because bad.
They were like, we had an agreement. We were done, but no, you had to just dunk on us. All right.
He just wanted to join in the fun. He didn't have a point yet.
I actually kind of hoped he didn't get a point because then I think it would have made him extra mad for Toronto. But
they're playing well in Toronto no matter what.
It was worth it. They better.
Might be a little bit of a tough start, but I think they're going to play well.
Toronto did lose to Buffalo today.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game. Because Toronto's probably mad because they lost today to a mid-team. And the Avs kind of just rolling the last couple games, playing really well. So
yeah. Then, the Canadiens scored their goals, and then Val gets his goal on a really nice tip. Mm-hmm. For some reason, Altitude said it was JT Compher. I'm like, his stick is on the other side. What are you watching?
Yeah. Mark Mosier had a tough night tonight. No offense to the guy. But, every post was like, nice save there by Jake Allen.
Yeah.
Like, my man, it hit the post.
Oh, by the way.
And then, what'd you say?
Oh, just you continue. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was done.
Oh, just those random thing. The amount of kick assists the Avs could have had tonight was insane.
It was fun to watch.
Girard kicked a puck to Makar, and Mikko almost did his little chip thing. But he just didn't get enough height on it.
I hate the stupid fucking pitching wedge.
Stop.
It's worked twice ever.
I will say he doesn't try very much, so
not anymore. Yeah.
His success rate might be a little bit higher.
I guess it's fine in this.
And then there was the one where Newhook full on kicked a puck through to the slot to Nieto, and he just.
That one was the one I remembered. Yeah.
If there's any indication that the Canadiens are bad, it's the fact that Alex Newhook got to kick a pass to a guy in the slot.
Should have gone in.
Should have.
This
game could have been 10-2. We could have.
Caden Gooley's my new least favorite.
Yeah, I always forget that he exists.
He's not going to be very good. I promise.
When was he drafted?
I think Justin Barron year?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it was 2020, and it was mid rounds. Or was it 2021?
And then Brendan Gooley is
his brother, who sucks.
Oh, yeah, he played in the DL. Okay. Right. He used to play for the Ducks. I remember that. I think I got them confused. Maybe that's it. He's from Sherwood Park. I know someone from Sherwood Park, so that's kind of cool. Mm-hmm. He's not Caden Gooley. So.
Oh, well, now you know two people.
Yeah, Caden Gooley is the least cool guy that I know from Sherwood Park.
He's the least cool guy I know.
It's him and the guy from the Rangers that you really don't like. The young guy.
Who don't I like on the Rangers? Oh, Braden Schneider. He's terrible.
Well, they were both from the same class, right? It was
and they both
Schneider and Gooley. They were the ones going into that draft. You're like, oh, it's these two, and now they're both kind of not good.
Yeah, they both suck. Yeah,
and Justin Barron's going to be better than both of them. Mark it down.
Good job,
basically, the rest of this game was pure nonsense. Where
Matt
Bowen and Byram got into a fight.
Oh man, Pizzetta. So here's the reason why I think this was good on Bo, because he realized I'm getting punched a lot with the gloves on. So I'm just gonna drop him, and I'm just gonna hug him, and we're gonna do no punching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was still better than that Reeves. What's his name?
Boko Imama.
Yeah, Boko Imama. It was still better than that fight from last night.
That fight was horrible. Yeah.
It's pretty funny though. I wish I had gone down just to see that.
So I know people hate seeing Bo drop the gloves, but he was getting punched a lot.
He's when he drops them and does that, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't know what took the ref so long to step in, because it was very clear that he was that nothing was going to happen, and the ref was going to grab him, and then he was like, no, nothing happened.
Right.
I was like, oh, okay. But I mean, nothing much else to talk about from this game. I mean, the Avs did what I want. Their top 6 showed up at even strength. They got some goals.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense really
Yeah.
throwing it up. The only players that I
go
wasn't
ahead.
thrilled with was Brad Hunt and Jack Johnson.
Also, Dennis Malgin was horrible tonight, but that's okay.
This is not Dennis Malgin's greatest night.
That's okay. We'll be back in Toronto for his revenge game, the Dennis Malgin revenge game.
He's saving it. Look, man.
Yeah, he was just saving it.
Even the best players have some nights off.
Well, he knows the Canadiens just aren't a worthy
right.
opponent.
Montreal isn't worthy of seeing Dennis Malgin's greatness. Like,
yeah, I mean,
Hey Shay from The Athletic tweeted, "Is Tage Thompson one of the most fun offensive creator outside of Connor McDavid?" And I was like, "You clearly haven't seen Dennis Malgin."
Mm-hmm. They didn't even give Dennis Malgin a player card in The Athletic. Can you believe that?
Oh, it's because Dom's mad. Probably that he's doing.
Oh yeah, probably. Yeah, because he's the best player in the world, and he got traded for Dryden Hunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be a little upset.
I'd be a little salty. I mean, Arturri Lehkonen was dominating. I mean, I think that's the only other thing we have to talk about. Arturri Lehkonen broke his finger.
Yeah, I was going to say, so this just sucks. This is probably a month. I'll probably be back by the start of the playoffs, but...
Yeah, I doubt there's no reason for him to do what Andrew Cogliano did.
Right. So, you just put Newhook up there? In that spot?
Probably.
Or do you split Nate and Mikko up again and do something like that? Put Mikko with Comfer? Or do you just keep them together? Because I would probably just keep them together.
Tomorrow, for sure, I'd keep them together.
You mean?
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, I just keep thinking that we play Toronto tomorrow. I don't know why.
So Wednesday, keep them together. Yeah.
Yeah, and then was it? Sorry, I'm trying to. I don't know. Yeah, no, keep them together against Toronto, at least, and then but I would bring Newhook up. I mean, like maybe Malgin could. I mean, they've liked Malgin.
I mean, that's what I would do, but I'm just saying what I think they do.
Right.
Yeah, I think they'd put.
Look, anyone with a 1 and an 8 in their number, put them up.
Mm-hmm.
Easy. If there's anybody other than those two, you're doing it wrong. If you put Matt Nieto in the top 6, you're not doing it right.
Or Andrew Cogliano.
Definitely not Andrew Cogliano. Andrew Cogliano's probably the last forward on this team that I'd put in the top 6 at this current moment.
Yeah. I agree. He's been horrible recently.
He hasn't been great.
He'll be fine for the playoffs. He's an old guy.
Well, that's what you care about. Mm-hmm. And, theoretically, you'll have enough forward slots that if he doesn't, you can slide him out.
Yeah.
But I doubt it'll come to that. We'll see. I mean, good way to start off this road trip. You got three more left against a really good team, and then 2 teams that are kind of fighting for playoff position. So it's only going to get harder from here.
Be nice to take 2 of these games. I know one's a back-to-back.
Right.
Be nice to get one of these back-to-backs and then the one in Detroit. I think that's the goal.
If you get, if you get Toronto and Detroit, I feel pretty happy.
Or Ottawa.
If you get Ottawa and Detroit, I'm fine with it. I would just prefer Toronto. Happy. If you were going to pick 2, I'd go Toronto and Detroit. Yeah,
I don't really care. It's just Eastern teams.
Right. Well, but I want to be Toronto because fuck those guys.
They're kind of fun. I don't get the hate.
I don't know.
Mitch Marner's cool.
Mitch Marner
Austin
is cool.
Matthews is cool too.
But
William Nylander is the most sty out of anybody in the league.
William Nylander is pretty gross. You know why? Because they traded away Dennis Malgin. They disrespected Dennis Malgin.
Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Well, we're about to see the Dennis Malgin revenge game. So,
dude, if Dennis Malgin drops a hat against Toronto, Steve Dangle will literally cry.
Yeah.
and I want to see that. So it better happen. By the way, real quick, well, why don't we do our 3 stars, because this kind of ropes into that.
Okay, number 1, like probably Lecky. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Number 2, secretly thought Val Nichushkin was fucking awesome.
Val Nichushkin is often fucking awesome.
Yeah. Number 3, probably Beau. Beau was a vibe today.
That's a good one.
Sammy G was also really good. I mean, so many of them were really good.
Yeah, so my thing. I'm going Lecky. I'm gonna put Beau and Sam because they were a pairing at 2, and then I'm gonna put Nuke at 3.
Gotcha.
I just wanted to read these numbers really quick.
LOC was also fucking awesome too.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I like the first line quite a bit too.
I like the
So
Girard a lot.
just this pairing's numbers. Corsi 4, 66, 76.92 and 76. Shots for 9-3 and 7-3. And then expected goals for 93.87 and 92%. They were only on the ice for 3 scoring chances against and 10 and 9.
I did not realize how big of a shit kicking this was.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, it was like the fact that this was anywhere like closer.
Yeah.
Like the fact that this was even a little bit close was just because the Avs just kind of didn't give a shit in the third period.
Right. You want to hear some stats from the first 2 periods?
Yes, I like stats.
29 scoring chances for, 9 against through 2 periods. 12 high danger chances for through 2 periods. 2-1 again.
2-1.
Yeah. 5-1 goals.
And that's at 5v5.
Yeah. That is a shit kicking.
Right. And then when you take into effect that the Avs scored within like 30 seconds of all their power plays.
Yeah.
Not a lot of stat pattern going on tonight. Well,
No,
I mean,
it was just a shit kicking. And Georgiev didn't play well. And the Habs got some schoolyard bullshit to go in.
If you want Alexander Georgiev to not play well, this is a pretty good game. It's a pretty good game for that.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game for that. I mean, you get away with it, right?
Right, when your team scores 8 goals.
Yeah. I mean, that's the game you want. When your team decides to drop a snowman on another team, that's the game you want your goalie to play bad.
Do you want to build a snowman?
They said yes.
And then they started crying. So.
Yeah.
Well then, this has been fun.
It's been real. It's been fun.
Blake needs to go rest, and I need to do more chemistry. So we'll talk to you later.